way before we get there, right? So the first bit is getting a bit of appreciation over the road there. Hello, and we're back for another video. Yes, it's been far too long already. I'm getting told off by people for not uploading. So here's another video. Lovely evening in leafy Hampshire for this one. And two topics for this video. The first of which is 10,000 miles in this car. Done, dusted, and it's been fine. Let's look at that further on in the video. Before that, something else I wanted to talk about, which might be a crazy idea, but I think it's quite a good one. So for those of you that have subscribed already, thank you very much. As you know, this channel is absolutely tiny on the scale of things. I think it's about, I reckon, about that big on the grand scheme of things in YouTube. It's tiny, pretty much non-existent on the scale of YouTube, right? So how do we grow it? How do we make it big? How do we give something back and make it a bit of a community? This is a challenge, and I appreciate it's hard work. Loads of you out there trying this, and it's a real slog. This channel for me is not a source of income. It's not my job. It's a hobby. I get it for thousands out there. A lot of people, their YouTube channel is a secondary source of income or a primary source of income. They got a lot of costs to cover. For me, this is just a hobby. I enjoy the filming process, the editing process, and I love cars. So, you know, why not? But it's not monetized, and I don't know if we'll ever get there. If we do, fine. But I was thinking, if we do, why not give something back? And I was thinking, let's donate half of the ad revenue from views to charity. I appreciate it's probably not going to be a lot to start with, and I'll probably end up topping it up a bit myself. Let's leave it open as to which charities. We can maybe do competitions or whatever at some point in the future, but let's have that as an offering. Why not? It would be great to be able to give something back, because as I say, this is just a hobby. So an ask to you is a really easy way to potentially donate money to charity is subscribe. Share it with your friends, get them to subscribe too, and view the videos when they come out. I'll try and keep them as interesting and as exciting as possible. That's the hard bit, for sure, I get that. But we'll do all we can in that space. And I think it would be a really nice way to be able to give something back. So half of the ad revenue that we get from Google Ad Services will go to charity. Now that's a pledge. The other half I can reinvest in the channel to make it better, maybe go a bit further afield, whatever. But yeah, I think that would be a really cool thing to do. So that's a very nice, simple, clean ask for you guys, is to do that. Thank you very much if you do. Anyway, on with the video. 10,000 miles, let's go. So I think we'll do the video with these off, actually. There you go. If you can just imagine the scenery didn't change in the background, and that was indeed a real magic trick, or not. Whatever you want to imagine, it's fine. So, 10,000 miles in the McLaren 570s. It's happened. We've done it. We've completed it. And I wanted to give you my experience into just what it's been like to have done 10,000 miles in this rather amazing car. 10,000 very blessed, very joyous miles, to be precise, because you do, as I speak about it, you hear a lot of different stories. Oh, they're so unreliable. They're really reliable. They're really good. Oh, no, but they just don't work. They break. Oh, they're great. They're so much fun. Oh, but they're always going wrong. I've had a nightmare. Yeah, but they're amazing. It's just Jekyll and Hyde. It's like an implosion of different opinions, some of which are probably without a bit of foundation. But yeah, this is my take on 10,000 miles in this car and just what it's been like. Apologies if you can hear a bit of rattling going on there. My camera mount is a bit dodgy, again kind of a bit piecemeal, you know, just whack it together with a bit of cardboard and rubber bands and kind of whatever goes, right? But yeah, how has the 10,000 miles been for me in this car? What's happened? Anything gone wrong? And that kind of stuff. I do want to start by saying that my YouTube channel at the moment is tiny. I think 78 subscribers. Tiny little channel. Niche artisan channel, if you want to call it that. None of this mass-produced stuff with billions of subscribers. But yeah, it's a very small channel. But all my going on about McLaren and how much I love them, I really do. I think the brand's fantastic. I think the product is brilliant. Apparently, two actual real life people have decided to purchase 570Ss, don't know whether it's new or second hand, off the back of my channel. If so, that is fantastic, because that means two extra people on this planet are going to be enjoying this car, and believe me, they will be enjoying it. There is absolutely no two ways about it. They're going to be loving this car 100%. So what are they going to be loving about this car? Well, a lot of different things. I want to start with the bad bits, because it's always good to get that out of the way before we get there, right? So the first bit is appreciation over the road there. So the first bit is all about the reliability and what's gone wrong for me, because I think it's quite important to discuss that. Well, pretty much nothing. It's been great. Two things that have needed attention: the indicator stalk, because there's a relay that goes in it and it doesn't quite stick up or down very well. It kind of pops out of position, and I've driven a couple of McLarens with the same problem, so it's obviously an issue. Fixed under warranty, no questions about it. And the other bit was a tiny little blemish on the paintwork, which they fixed very quickly as well. This is McLaren Ascot, so very pleased with the service that I've had. And I think for me, the most important bit, as I say, is how quickly the wrong stuff gets put right. So, very minor things that have gone wrong in the car. The rest of it has been rock solid. Services, I've had one service to date. It's very, very soon due for the next one. It will literally be going in kind of the next few weeks for that. So that's a B service, slightly bigger than the last one. I think around about 800 quid-ish, there or thereabouts. The previous service, the larger one, was, how much was that? It was about 600. So not too bad there. So in terms of what you pay to run a car like this from a servicing perspective, once a year, 600, 800, it alternates. It's not a lot at all. In fact, for this, it's very cheap. I think I remember from the previous cars, C63S, I was paying about 400 or 500 for a service, there or thereabouts. Do support your indies where you can. It's a little bit more challenging with McLaren, obviously. These cars are a bit more niche, so you don't have as much choice in terms of where you take it to be serviced. So I just take mine to the proper dealer, the McLaren main dealer, Ascot, and yeah, they do an absolutely grand job there. So no complaints at all. Other things that I've had to do, obviously maintenance, tyres. It's just been in for a new set of rear tyres, Pirelli P0 tyres. That's about 530 quid for both rears. It's going to get the fronts done soon as well. So yeah, depending on how you drive it, you're going to be getting through tyres. I mean, you know, launch control, bit of fun. It does eat through the tyres. But you know, you've got to have a bit of fun in a car like this, right? So tyres, expect it. MPG, don't really care. You shouldn't be caring about it in a car like this. So I just enjoy it for what it is and fill it up when it needs filled up. So the plus points about owning this car, and where to start, well, there is a lot. An awful lot of plus points about owning this car. It's been so much fun. 2 years of ownership now. Really not doing as many miles as I should be in it, thank you lockdown, but the car is so much fun, and I think every time I get in it, I just feel more confident in it, understand it a bit more, willing to kind of explore the boundaries a little bit more better when it's quieter at night. Right now, stuck in traffic, slightly sad face, not as much fun. But plus points of this car, the ownership experience, really, really good, and would thoroughly recommend it. People are very interested in this car. You get a lot of compliments. Some people, you know, they see a flash car and they're a little bit less appreciative. I had my first naughty sign at me. A group of lads overtook me down the motorway the other day, and as they went past, I got a special sign out the window, a not safe for work or before the watershed kind of sign. Probably know the one. I'm not going to reenact it on camera, but yeah, I mean, it's just part and parcel of it. Always going to be a few haters, but generally a lot of people really like this car. One of the really funny things that you see is when you're stopped at the lights, people in the rear view mirror behind you looking and pointing at the car, taking photos, that kind of thing. What I want to do in a future video is mount a GoPro in the rear window there and see what we can capture, because I think that'll be a lot of fun to video that. But yeah, people generally really appreciative. You have people with one down the window saying nice car. People want their photo taken, want to take a photo or a selfie with the car, take a photo of the car. Always, you know, let them do that if they appreciate a nice car. Why not? It's part and parcel of the ownership experience. So, practicality, what's it like from that perspective? Absolutely fine. If you bought this car to lug big loads everywhere, then you've bought the wrong car. Sorry to say that. Whoops. There's it. But it's fine. You buy this car for a reason. My specific reasoning was fun. It looks great. It's fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyable as a petrol head. So yeah, it ticks that box rather wonderfully. Build quality. You hear quite a lot about that. People moaning about the build quality. For me, 10,000 miles, it's been absolutely fine. Nothing's fallen off. Everything's still intact. I'm not holding the steering wheel in my hands when I leave the car because it's fallen off. It's put together just fine. The leather's good. It's looking great still. You know, look after the car, maintain it obviously. But yeah, I mean, it's generally held together very well. I mean, it's a light car. We get that. So there's not a lot of padding in it, soundproofing, that kind of stuff. Fine. I mean, you don't buy that car again for this reason. You want it to be light, nimble, quick, you know. Fine going around a track as well. So tyres, you get a lot of tyre noise. Just while I was on that topic of tyres earlier, you've got soundproofing inside the tyres, some foam padding, and you can see that from this clip here. I only saw that the other day when the tyres came off. It's very, very interesting. But yeah, you get a lot of tyre noise, as you'd expect. Not that much soundproofing, but just fine. So 10,000 miles in this car. It's been a breeze, an absolute breeze. I'm qualified to say that because I've done it. I'm sure a lot of BIM owners haven't. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased with it from that perspective. And that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Another one coming out very soon. Don't know what about. Time to think of a topic. Anything, could be anything. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.